This is Irving R. Levine. I'm in front of the White House. No, wrong person. My next guest, have you ever worked with Dom in a picture?
No, I wish I had.
He's truly a fine comedy actor, and he's going to be performing at the Aladdin in Las Vegas, August the 6th through the 9th, and he's in 2 new movies, the Mel Brooks picture, The History of the World Part 1, and Cannonball Run, the Burt Reynolds picture. Would you welcome Dom DeLuise? Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I figured why not.
Why not?
As of 12 minutes ago, showtime.
Yes.
You had a birthday.
Yes, it's my birthday
Happy
right
birthday.
now, August 1st.
Happy birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You like brisk? Is that for good luck or is that a superstition?
Oh, it's good. No, it's good luck if you don't want to waste any, you know what I
That's
mean?
right. Yeah. Do you, as you get older,
As I get older.
do birthdays depress you? A lot of people don't want to hear about their birthdays. They say
Of course. Are you kidding?
it means we're one final step.
I just got a new car, and my son, we were sitting in the new car, the smell of the leather and everything, and my son said, "Oh, Dad, this is great." And he said, "When you die, can I have this car?" I says, "I'll give you the keys now." You know what I mean?
Are you kidding?
Yes, I just went, ugh. You know,
But
it's
he said that with humor, I'm sure.
No, he's 14. He needs a car.
But you never think about it. Well, we all think about it occasionally.
Sure.
Nobody wants to leave, but does it bother you when you think about it?
It does. It does. That's one of the reasons I lost a little weight, because I was going condo, you know. I tell you, last night I was watching Sylvester Stallone, and he talked about Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, and I made a picture called Fatso. If I make Fatso 2, and I thought the third one would be called Look Out!
Yeah,
you know.
Get out of the way.
Yeah. It does work.
You're not on the diet again, are you?
Yeah, but that's all right. I got it. Yeah, sure. I have clothes like Jackie Gleason. I just moved down one, you know.
3 separate wardrobes? Yeah.
Sure.
Did you watch the royal wedding?
I watched the wedding.
Yeah.
But you know, you were talking about sexy. What is sexy? In the dictionary, sexy is shrewd and cute and bow-legged. Isn't that what that means? Because she was...
Bow-legged? Cute?
It is. Cute and bow-legged. Hello. Remember me? I'm a personal friend of John's.
No, I didn't know that was part of the description.
Yeah.
Cute, bow-legged.
All right. The wedding was thrilling because you watch this wedding, and then, naturally, I've been married 15 years, but I thought of my wedding. You know what I mean? Didn't you think of your wedding? When you saw them waving and smiling with this wonderful part, I mean, Prince Charles can part his hair, boom, like that, you know? And I don't do that. You were talking about rollers. I'd love to get one roller in my head. Just, you know what I mean? Who gives? I don't care. If you want
Just to have enough
rollers,
to roll
I'll put on rollers. I mean, I couldn't find the hair to do it.
How did it remind you of your own wedding? You mean
Well, in other words, I watched them. I watched how they got to the wedding, the transportation. When I got married, they said, "You want us to send the car for you?" I said, "No. I'll get there. It's only 49th Street. I'm 55th. Don't worry." I went outside. It was drizzling. I'm in New York. I'm trying to get a cab. And
you took a cab to your wedding?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't exactly like the royal wedding. I mean, yes, I took a cab, and I was trying to get a cab. I couldn't get a cab. So I stopped the guy in a tuxedo, and I'm holding the paper over my head, and I said, "I'm going to get married." He says, "You don't speak English." I said, married, you know. And he said, "Hey."
Only in New York. Hey,
New York.
Sure. Same to you too,
I finally
fella.
got there. I gave a guy $3 and he got me to the wedding, you know. And then you remember the dress that, well, you must have remembered. Did you see the
She had a 25-foot train.
I never saw so much material. She's a little girl. The dress would have been perfect for me.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It was so many, wasn't it a lot of material? It really was. Oh, it was beautiful. Oh, it was lovely.
Ivory, what was it that you would know? Taffeta, ivory, I don't know.
Ivy taffeta. Sure.
You remember her, Ivy?
Yes, well, those things, you know, you use them a lot. You cut them off and you go to balls with those.
Did your bride have a train? Did she wear a train?
No, my wife borrowed her wedding dress from her sister-in-law, and we gave it right back the next day. It had mothball smell.
But that's sentimental.
It is. It's very sentimental. Thank God it fit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you know that cake they had at the wedding, the big cake, but boom, the tears.
You know what that cake cost? I read. I couldn't believe it.
Over $100. I don't know if there was a
They
prize.
said $40,000.
For the cake?
For the cake.
For the cake? What a waste! At my wedding, everybody ate good. There was 2 sausage sandwiches for everybody.
Little celery tonic?
with peppers and onions. delicious. You know, when you bit into that, you had to open your legs, though, because the grease would run down your knee. But it wasn't $40,000.
You're talking high-class wedding.
It wasn't. And the Queen Mother, don't you love her when she comes out? She looked like she had an electric hat. It just kind of, you know, her hat was going like that, you know? Now, it was wonderful.
They're big on hats.
My mother, no hat.
No.
My mother's beautiful, about this big. All of her hair is pulled back in a bun.
Right.
That's filled with meatballs. Do you know what I mean?
In case she got hungry at the wedding.
In case she got hungry,
sure.
right away, she'll make something for you. Oh, it was nice. I rented my tuxedo from Barney's Boys Town.
I'm not sure. That's a big place.
You know. It was, I must admit
Well,
that
in
I
those
really
days,
enjoyed it.
most people didn't own a tuxedo. You
No, I
rented
didn't.
If you went out somewhere, you rented one for the night.
Yeah, I got one later. I got a tuxedo, a real tuxedo of my own later.
Now, Prince Charles and Lady Di are staying at their castle, and then they're going on a yacht that has a crew of 226 sailors.
Big ship.
That's the crew.
My wife and I also, when we got married, a huge boat. We took the Staten Island ferry. Round trip.
Ah.
Round trip.
Where did you honeymoon?
We honeymooned at the Plaza, actually.
Plaza Hotel.
The
Well,
Plaza
that's
Hotel.
very high class.
We didn't stay long, but I mean, it was... They put it said Mr. and Mrs. Deluise in there with double-faced tape. They put it on the door. It was kind of nice.
That's sweet. Was it the bridal suite or just...
The bridal suite. As soon as we got into the room, my wife called up a friend and said, "What are you doing tonight?" What are we going to do with all that lotion? You know, oh, God.
Sure. Did you court long before you...
I didn't court long. I didn't have time.
It's an old-fashioned word, isn't it? Court.
Courting.
Courting.
Courting is a nice word. I mean...
I like that.
I had the feeling that I was courting, Carol.
Yeah.
I asked her to marry me. She answered very quickly, fast. Asked me to marry you.
Would you marry me?
Yes.
Just
That's how fast I said, ooh, you know.
Desperate time.
Did I really want him? And I wanted her to say, no, let me think about it, you know. She said yes right away. I said, okay, let's go, you know.
Yeah, well, women usually decide those things. The men think
She knew before me,
Of course,
absolutely.
Of course.
When you, how many,
It's all yours. Don't talk to me either.
Nice being married, isn't it?
Yes.
Sure, and who says, will you marry me?
Usually the man.
The man, right. Well, how many said yes to you? Yes. I mean, how many men said, do it, let's go? How many times have you been married?
How many men have asked me to marry them?
Yeah.
Oh, very few.
Very few. So the ones who asked you got an answer.
You want to lock up all the...
No. Oh, I'm sure everybody wants to know.
No, I know what you mean.
Well, I mean, how many times have you been married? I don't know. I don't even...
Twice.
Twice. That's not a lot. You beat that.
What is this, a game show? What are you running, a game show here? Let's see if you can beat this marriage. Yes, here's Mr. Oscar Madden of Encino, been married 9 times. What kind of a game show is this? So you've been married once?
Once.
Once.
Yeah, I'm
that's
going to get
nice.
it right. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. Thank God.
Not on your life. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Beat Your Marriage. What were you doing? What was your job when you...
I was on a television show.
Did you have any money?
No, not a lot of money.
Yeah.
My rent, I was living in a place, a cold water flat, $37 a...
Is there ever a hot... Can I ask you
Yeah.
something? Is there ever a hot water flat?
A hot water flat, no.
I've had more people on the show, and every time they live in New York, it's always a cold water flat.
You never saw a cold water flat.
Of course I've seen them.
You have hot water, it's just that there's no heat, is what it is.
I see,
yeah.
okay.
And there was a
I
bathtub
wasn't being
in the...
facetious. I didn't know.
You have to heat your own thing. In the morning, I would wake up, 6 o'clock, and I would bake a potato. Not because I wanted a potato. I mean, you just had to light the oven because it was so cold in there,
right.
yeah. And there was a tub in the kitchen.
Yes.
A tub, and that was, you put things on it. There was a piece of wood over it. My mother saw that, she said, oh, mother. She didn't like that, a tub, you know what I mean?
Yeah, in the kitchen, you mean?
In the kitchen. But then I got a nice place, and then I told my wife to come and we had like a room, a bathroom, and a regular apartment. It was great. Yes, sir.
What'd you have to pay for that now?
And now I was paying $37 a month for that cold water flat. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That's what I get my teeth filled for now. You know what was interesting? When I was in a Broadway show, an off-Broadway show with Barbra Streisand, our take-home pay was $37.50 a week. Yeah, but though I was so happy then. No problems, you know?
Right.
You just knew. You ran with the landlord, here's the money. You know what I mean? You just baked the potato every morning, you were all right.
Yeah.
It was good.
Potato to the tub to the theater, back again.
Happy days. Do you think that? I don't mean to drop you out of this. I mean,
No, that's all right.
It's just that...
But you look at her like she's lived in a cold water flat.
Haven't you ever been in a cold water flat once?
No.
One night? Oh. The thing about the young days, the early days, didn't you love the young, lean days?
Of course.
Yeah, that was so exciting.
Of course. Because the challenge...
Isn't it her turn to talk? We're going to ask her about... Did you ever see a cold water flat?
No, or a walk-up.
Or a walk-up? Mm-hmm. What the hell have you been doing all your life?
But that's only in New York and London, right?
Yeah, but
Not
you've
in
seen
California.
walk-ups.
Look, I lived in New York for 17 years.
Then you walked up someplace once in a while.
Many times.
This woman's been spoiled.
But in California, we walk out, not up.
Yes, out to the car and then, you know, in an elevator.
Right. Did you have a car in those days?
No car, no.
Right.
In New York?
Yeah.
No.
Well, you don't really need one if you live in New
just
York.
the subway. But the subways were safe then. Now, I recently took my sons in the subway, and there's writing. Everybody sprays their name, and you know, what they tell the country what to do with themselves. It's awful.
That's terrible.
It's scary.
You really miss those days, or are you just being nostalgic?
When I go to New York, it's very exciting because the city is alive, you know? I mean, you could get in trouble just walking down the street. You know, people...
You find that exciting?
Yeah, but I have a cure for that. You know, like I said, if you're in a city where you're worried about getting mugged, and you see like a bunch of guys walking toward you, I just... can I do it? Here's what I do. I walk like this, and I see the guys, I get real scared, and I go, oh, you get out of here now. No one told me, how many times did you, yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, then, all right, come on, you. Get away from me. And they just... Be back in a moment.
Well, the old clock on the wall just fell off the wall. Do you realize that this hour has sped by?
It really has.
Just like that.
Wow, what a wonderful time we had.
Didn't we, though?
Yeah. Now Bob Hope comes in and does a monologue, right?
Is Bob working tonight?
No.
Sometimes, sometimes Bob does when he does his specials, comes in and the audience stays, but I don't think he's taping this week. Anyway, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you. I'm going to the circus tonight with my kids on my birthday.
I love circuses, don't you?
I do. I like it. I like all that stuff.
Give my sympathies to the Garbanzo family. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I figured why not.
Why not?
As of 12 minutes ago, showtime.
Yes.
You had a birthday.
Yes, it's my birthday.
Happy
right
birthday.
now, August 1st.
Happy birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We're back. This is Irving R. Levine. I'm in front of the White House. No, wrong person. My next guest, have you ever worked with Dom in a picture?
No, I wish I had.
He is truly a fine comedy actor, and he's going to be performing at the Aladdin in Las Vegas, August the 6th through the 9th, and he's in 2 new movies, the Mel Brooks picture, The History of the World Part 1, and Cannonball Run, the Burt Reynolds picture. Would you welcome Dom Deluise? You like Burt? Is that for good luck, or is that a superstition?
Oh, it's good. No, it's good luck if you don't want to waste any, you know what I
That's
mean?
right. Yeah. Do you, as you get older,
As I get older...
do birthdays depress you? A lot of people don't want to hear about the birthdays. They say...
Of course.